But first up, we would like to tell our viewers about what happened to India Today's reporters. And this after India Today exposed the separatist leader in Kashmir of using the funds from across the border to cause unrest in the valley. The National Investigation Agency has now taken cognizance of India Today's investigative report and has registered a preliminary inquiry against separatist leaders like Saeed Ali Shah Gilani, Naeem Khan, who had in fact threatened India Today's Rahul Kanwal, and our reporters Farooq Ahmed Dar, Ghazi Javed Baba, among the others. The NIA will also be studying and examining India Today's sting tapes. Okay, so that's the big news right now. The NIA, they're taking cognizance of India Today's special investigative report where Hurriyat leaders like Naeem Khan was caught on camera admitting that Pakistan is funding violence in Kashmir Valley. This was an investigation that shows just how Pakistan has been giving away money to the Hurriyat leaders to burn Kashmir, to continue with the unrest, and it's shocking evidence of just how Pakistan's both state and non-state actors have been choreographing anarchy in the valley. Padmaja joins us with the very latest on this. Padmaja, so lots of reactions there coming in. The latest from the National Investigation Agency on India Today's investigative report. I want you to tell us a little bit more about what exactly now will the NIA be doing.
Well, I can tell you that already the NIA has asked India Today to provide all the series and information related to what we had shown. An NIA team is in Srinagar after our expose. They are going to investigate those leaders who were in our sting. But let me give you more specifics about this case that has been registered. It's a preliminary inquiry into the funding that Hurriyat leaders get. Some of the people who have been named in that preliminary inquiry is Saeed Ali Shah Gilani, Naeem Khan, Ghazi Javed Baba. Ghazi Javed Baba and Naeem Khan, you would remember, are both in our sting operation, and Farooq Ahmed Dar, also known as Bitta Karate. So all three men that we stung, Avantika, all three of them are there in our preliminary inquiry. Also Saeed Ali Shah Gilani, because he was the one named by Naeem Khan as the one who gets this funding, is in touch with the likes of Hafiz Saeed. So these are people who are in a PE, a preliminary inquiry, which has been registered by the NIA. Now, what is going to be done now is an investigation whether there are subversive activities being carried out in Kashmir, damage to public property is being planned, stone pelting is being funded, stone pelting on security forces and also on government establishment. The NIA has taken cognizance of all of that, and they've said specifically that they've taken cognizance of the news item related to the recording of conversations between reporter and leaders of separatist groups operating in Kashmir Valley by India Today TV. It's a huge, huge development to the National Investigation Agency. The team has already sought the records from us, Avantika, and the team is also now going to Kashmir to corroborate all of this evidence that they've granted to them.
Oh, this is very big, very important piece of information there coming in. Padmaja, the investigative report done by India Today's reporters actually blew the lid off the nefarious activities of the separatist Naeem Khan there, who threatened India Today's anchor and our reporters, and now a fresh assault that was made by Yasin Malik on India Today's reporter and our camera person. This only goes to showcase their own desperation and the panic mode that has seemed to have set in amongst the separatists, isn't it? These separatists who have continued for years together, Padmaja, to scuttle the efforts to bring about any normalcy into the valley. And you've been, you've been reporting from Kashmir for just so many years.
I can tell you one thing, Avantika. First of all, people like Yasin Malik have gotten away for far too long by threatening local reporters and thinking that they will be intimidated into silence, and which is why they are not really used to being asked the kind of questions that Kamaljeet, and one has to mention her again and again, that she went into his house and asked him the questions that needed asking, and he thought, and I'm imagining that he's just not used to that kind of behavior where someone actually stands up to him and asks him the tough questions, which is why he reacted in the way that he did, completely bewildered and nervous, don't have answers, so react with violence, think that you can take someone's phone and shatter it. What is he so afraid of? What is there in Yasin Malik's house that he thinks will be recorded and used to incriminate him? Why would you attack a man who's a video journalist? And why would you attack a correspondent who is just asking you a question, is asking for your response, because he thinks that he will be allowed to get away by saying nothing, refusing to meet us. These are questions that need asking, and Kamalji did exactly that. The nervousness and bewilderment is clear.
And you know, Padmaja, the separatists have fanned the rage against India for years together, isn't it? Tell me something, now with the NIA stepping in, how important is this, with regards to the investigative report, and also for the people of the valley who really have been suffering at the cost of these kind of, violent ways that have been adopted by these separatists?
I think the critical thing over here, Avantika, is whether their funding is now going to be choked after being investigated, whether it is going to be choked.
But that's a demand that has been made earlier also, right? To roll back all the kind of perks and facilities that have been given to them.
It has, but it's a very complicated issue, and which is why repeatedly people have made those demands, but somehow it has got lost down the line. But now with this inquiry being initiated, and in fact, Kamalji, who also reports on the Home Ministry extensively, will be able to elaborate further on that. It's a big step forward, at least in tracing and then eventually cutting off the funding that these people are getting from terror organizations, from foreign agencies, and from Pakistan.
All right, Editor India Today, Padmaja Joshi, thanks so much for joining us.